Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our second sessions for our Friday class. And I hope you remember the first subject that you are studying in the first session. Sure, the first subject was the speaking tutor 2A. Now we will move on to the second subject for the second sessions. And for the second subject that you are going to study for the second session is the writing break 3. So the lesson we are learning in this video is the unit 3 and it is about infinitive and gerund. I hope you still remember what is infinitive and what is gerund. Okay, so to make it easier for you, I prepare two different slides which talk about infinitive and the other one is gerund. So this is the first slide, which is about the infinitive. As you can see in the picture, there is a conversation between a boy and a girl. And in the conversation, as you can see, the word have been bold in black to show that the word that bold here are the infinitive. As you notice, infinitive refer to the verb plus to and then plus verb. Here the first verb I have decided. So decided is the main verb and to have is the infinitive. So in short, to infinitive refer to the verb that followed by the to, okay? And in this case, to infinitive, I decided to have a round of gold. So to have is the object of the main verb, which is decided. I hope you remember that because in the previous video lesson, we already looked at these detailed informations already. The second one, which is the gerund. So gerund refer to the verb that we need to add ing. As in the example, so the boy said, who suggested going on a camping holiday in October? So suggested doing something. You cannot say suggest to do something, which is wrong. We need to use gerund form with the verb suggest. So look at the response. I did, but I didn't know it was going to rain. I don't enjoy putting up a tent in the rain. So enjoy doing something. So here enjoy doing something. So the word putting is the gerund because it followed by the ing form. Okay, so some of you might know what gerund is, what infinitive is, but I would like to point out some of the important lesson here that it is very confused, which is some verb you can use with to infinitive and it is also able to use with gerund form, but it will change the meanings. So those verbs we have remember and forget. We have the word regret, we have the word try, stop, and go on. Okay, let's go one by one from this one. So remember and forget. Let's start by reading some of the example here. I must remember to post this letter today. It's important. The clothes are still dirty because I forgot to switch on the machine. So in the first example here, they use remember plus to infinitive. And the meaning of this, so you remember and you forget plus to infinitive is used to talk about something that it is necessary, the action that it is very important. So the remembering is before the action, which means you talk about something that is not happened yet, but you remember to do it, okay? But it is not happened yet. As you can see, I must remember to post this letter today. Have you already posted the letter? Not yet, right? But you remember to do it. You remind yourself to do it. However, if you use the verb remember plus ing, which is the gerund form, I can remember posting the letter. I posted it on Friday morning. Okay, so the activity is already finished, but you remember those actions that you have done. Look at the word forget. I'll never forget flying over the Grand Canyon. It was wonderful. Here we use remember or forget doing something for memories of the past. The action is before the rememberings, which means you have done it and then you remember doing it. The next word is regret. So let's look at the example. We regret to inform you that we are not talking on we regret to inform you that we are not taking on any new stuff at present. So regret to do something, it means to be sorry for something you are doing. Okay, so in this case you express your regret because you are not going to recruit any new stuff at all. However, I regret spending all that money. I've got none left. So regret doing something means to be sorry because of something has happened in the past. Alright, so if you look at these two situations, the first one, regret to do something, which means you are going to do it or you are doing it right now. But if you talk about regret doing something, which means you have done it in the past and now you feel regret, you feel sorry about what you have done. Okay, let's move on to the next point, which is the word try. So here we have try to do something and try doing something. Okay, let's go straight to this. So try to do something means to attempt something to do your best. You try to do it and it is your best that you can do. But when you say try doing something, which means you try to solve a problem, and it is not one of the bad things that you can do. Okay, try doing something which is, it is not intent as if you are trying to do something here. Let's move on to the word stop. So stop to do something, which means you stop from one action, so from one activity, so that you can do other thing. Let's say I stop to drink a water, which means in the middle of something. For example, here when I am teaching and I stop to drink the water, so I stop another activity in order to do the other ones. But when we say stop doing something, which means you give up those actions. Let's say I stop drinking alcohol, which means I never drink alcohol again. Okay, I gave up drinking that alcohol. Let's move on to the word go on, which is important as well. So go on has the same meaning as the word continue. Okay, so if you said go on to do something, which means you do some activities, you do one thing already and then you continue to do the next thing. Let's say please go on doing exercise number 2, which means you already finished exercise 1 and then go on to do the exercise number 2. And if you say go on doing something, which means you continue to doing it, there is only one action right here, go on doing something. So please go on finishing your exercise number 1, which means you are not yet finished exercise number 1 and you continue to do it. Alright, so these are the main difference in meaning. That is why you need to be careful when you use infinitive or gerund. Make sure you check the meaning of those words because it can change, right? So this is quite a long list of words because we have around 5 to 6 words with different meaning. So there will be some another new word. Please make sure to check those words in the dictionary if you encounter and don't know when to use infinitive or gerund. Now there is one activity in your book which is on page 30, and on page 30 is simply an exercise for you to practice two infinitive and gerund. So pay attention to the meaning of the word and the situation here because you need to put the correct word. Now if you finish, we can check the answer all together, and if you are not finished, you can spend a few more minutes to do those exercise, or you can pause this video and try your best to do it and come back to check the meaning altogether. Alright, without wasting any time, let's check the answer altogether. Let's look at the first set of the sentence. Ben started backing when the fireworks started. He seems to be afraid of the noise. So seem we use +2 infinitive, and then stop we can use this with 2 infinitive or gerund. Here, but he stopped backing and became quiet after a while. Set number 2, the fireworks continue to pop and burst in the night sky. They kept changing their color and shape. Brian continued to take pictures of the fireworks. He didn't mind getting dirt and grass on his clothes. Number 4, set 4. Alex seems to be amazed by the beautiful firework. Joe promised to do something, right? Promised to take him to other firework later. He was excited. Last, everyone, the last set of sentence. Mr. and Mrs. Y wanted to do something. So wanted to see their children at the park, but they are too tired to go out and stay at home. They enjoy looking for the firework from their house. Very good, everyone. So that's it for the exercise today. And now it comes to the end of our today lesson. Since today is Friday and you will have 2-day holiday, but don't forget, everyone, to review the lesson because the quiz will be on Monday. So everyone, now let's say goodbye and see you again on Monday.